Khalid. So today I am going to present my mind map on measurement and evaluation techniques. So there are three types of measurement. They are psychometric, socio-metric and anthropometric. So here we are focusing on psychometric. So in psychometric measurements, we measure cognitive acquisition and effective change in learning and so on. So there are two types of measurements and they are physical and mental. So physical mental measurements are objective, meanwhile mental measurements are subjective. Sorry. Physical measurements are objective, mental measurements are subjective, and this is qualification, and this kind of this is quantity, this is quality. And then as example for the physical measurement, we can take height, weight, and temperature, and for the mental measurements, we can take intelligence and personality. So when we move for the characteristics of a good measuring tool, there are various characteristics like validity, reliability, usability, and standardization and so on. So this we have the SMART objectives, like that is clear and structured goals when we are making a measuring tool. And SMART, there are different ways for these SMART 5 letters, and specific for S, and measurable for M, and achievable for A, and relevant for R, and time bound for T. And then we'll move for the evaluation. So evaluation is kind of a broad concept. So normally we can take evaluation as quantitative description plus qualitative description plus and value judgment. And then this is the characteristic of evaluation in education. This is a continuous process, and this is a goal oriented and feedback oriented, and this is objective and unbiased. So now we see why education is important. Why evaluation is important in education. That is, first of all, to guide curriculum development and to understand students' performance, and like to provide feedbacks. For these kind of reasons, evaluation is very important in education. And then these are the methods of measurement that we can use. For there are tests, checklists, observation, interviews, and rating scales. Now we will move for the scaling. Scaling is the process of measuring. So there are two methods of scaling. They are comparative and non-comparative. And when come for the types of scaling, there are 4 types, and they are nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. So for nominal we can take gender, for ordinal we can take the ranks, and for interval we can take the IQ scores, and for the ratio we can take the height as the examples. And we'll move for the second one, that is the taxonomy of educational objectives. So this is kind of a framework developed by Benjamin Bloom in 1956, and it was revised in 2001. So this describes about 3 main domains. They are cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. So here cognitive means the mental abilities, so affective means emotions, and psychomotor means physical activities. So we basically focus on this one, cognitive. So there are 6 layers from down to up: understand, remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. So like for the affective domains, there are 5 levels going from sympathy to empathy, and they are from the bottom: receiving, responding, valuing, organizing, and characterizing. And for the psychomotor, there are 7 levels from down to up. We can say perception, set, guided responses, mechanism, complex, overt response, adaptation, and organization. And here we focus mainly on, as I told you before, the cognitive domain. So here we have told you there are 6 levels, and here we can have the key actions for these 6 levels. As an example, list for remembering, and summarize for understanding,